If this is true, Max, does this make you like Brady more?
It does, and the reason it makes me like him more is because he didn't throw his equipment guys under the bus. You know, it still fits into the narrative that I proposed as a likely scenario. You know, there are plenty of scenarios that could have fit the circumstantial evidence, but one of them was that, Brady was going to keep appealing to show his base of supporters and his fans, I'm innocent. He's going to keep appealing, and then eventually say, look at how hard I fought. Obviously, I didn't do it, and there's the evidence. And so this still fits into that idea. Well, of course, if he admits that the footballs were deflated, it somehow deflates his greatness somehow. Not just because he's a cheater, but it suggests that he needed help. So that part, whatever, it's the same old. But the fact that he didn't then separate himself from the lowly equipment guys, right? Like, he could have thrown them under the bus, but did not. And if you're like, well, if he would have thrown them under the bus, they could have come back at him. Really? What would the legal ramifications really have been for them? And Brady could have taken care of them. But it shows that he's a very proud guy and a loyal guy, and it makes me like him more.
Oh, please. First of all, let me be very, very clear. I refuse to answer this question on the grounds that I don't believe it. I don't believe it for 1 second. It's too clean. It's too sweet. It makes Tom Brady look as if he needed more shine. It makes him look even greater. Oh, just stop it. So let me get this straight. The commissioner of the National Football League, clearly after Tom Brady, clearly interested in dealing with Bill Belichick, too. So let me get this straight. You know what? If you dime out the equipment manager, I mean, really, dude, if you admit that these no-name dudes, Yastrzemski and McNally, if they deflated the footballs, I mean, if you give me them, I'm going to let it off the hook. Oh, stop it. No, please. Now, if you said that about Belichick, that would be different. If you had it in a book that he wanted you to dime out Belichick, then Belichick was the one okaying all of this. All right, I'm with you there, because that matters. But come on. Excuse me. The commissioner of the National Football League, one of Yastrzemski and McNabb, if you give me them, Tom Brady, I'm going to let you off the hook. And all of a sudden, Tom Brady goes, oh, no, I'm not going to dime out the equipment manager. Well, y'all stop it. I mean, really? What is wrong with y'all?
I understand
y'all really falling for this? Really?
Usually the way that works is the little guy rolls on the bigger guy because the big fish is who the authorities are after, right? But in this case, it could have been that the NFL, that Goodell was looking for a way out that satisfied everyone. That showed, in fact,
Hold on, Max.
That showed, in fact, that the footballs were deflated.
You're making me laugh, Max. You and Will, let's ignore the rest of America for a second. We'll just deal with you and Will. You and Will would sit here the next day if Tom Brady, all of a sudden, well, we found out that Mr. Yastrzemski and McNally were the ones that deflated the footballs. This had nothing to do with Bill Belichick. This had nothing to do with Tom Brady. That would be satisfactory for y'all. Will y'all stop it? Both of you. Both of you.
No.
Stop.
No, we would have said, come on, there would have been great debate on TV and in the media, as there was anyway. What did Tom Brady know? Were they doing it at his behest? Whatever. But the NFL could put their investigation and penalties to bed with that. That's the point, so they could get out of it.
Stephen A.
Really?
Hold on, stop. Listen, because I think you're caught up in this idea that nobody rolls on the little fish. The point, and Max made it, is it's not about who's rolling on who. Goodell and the NFL were looking for an exit door. They were pulling a ripcord on the investigation. If they can just get the admission that there was a purposeful deflating of the balls, they're good.
Okay, I have a question. I have questions.
Why are you calling Tom Brady a liar? You know the writer of this book also was in the CIA.
Well, first of all, the writer of the book, I wasn't aware whether or not this was authorized by Tom Brady. I don't know what role he has in this book. That's number one. Number two, and more importantly, here's my question for y'all. Have we seen evidence at all that the NFL has ever been looking for a way out when it comes to the New England Patriots? If I recall correctly, Roger Goodell he kept fighting. He could have dropped this on numerous occasions. He never did. What evidence have we seen that the NFL was just looking for a way out? What?
Because you can't
Where is it?
But wait. Wait, but the way out presupposes the idea, the premise of that is based on the idea that you have someone to present to people, that you have a plausible explanation at least, and you can pin it somewhere. And in this case, what Tom Brady's making it look like, at least, is that the NFL was trying to make McNally and the two equipment guys the patsies, and Brady was like, nope. Not going to do it. Not going to throw my guys under the bus. You got to like that.
I got to admit. He's a 5-time champion. He's one of the greatest quarterbacks that we've ever seen in our lifetimes. He's a flat-out winner. There's no question about that. But this is, I mean, we got to start. I'm gonna call Brady. I'm gonna call Tom Brady either Tom James or LeBron Brady. Because talk about the narrative. Talk about the narrative. I mean, you got to be. You got LeBron Brady. LeBron Brady. You got to be kidding me. I mean, talk about controlling that. So we sit here today, suspended for 4 games, deflated footballs. Obviously, the New England Patriots are not fumbling the ball as much anymore since the Deflategate. And don't let me get started with a whole bunch of other stats. The bottom line is this. So Tom Brady walks away. He looks loyal. He has been loyal. Tom Brady is so loyal. This is what has happened.
I believe, if you're asking me my opinion, I believe that
of course,
Brady
that's
knew
what
about
we
it,
do on first date.
Footballs. It seems to me unlikely that that didn't happen. By the way, Shaquille O'Neal was on air saying, yeah, I used to deflate basketballs because I couldn't palm the ball like Jordan. I didn't have big hands.
Okay.
Right? In other words, this is done across sports. You mess with the equipment a little bit. There's a certain kind of gray area of cheating, corking bats, etc. That falls short of PEDs, stuff like that. That is kind of. That is.
Don't relitigate this 3-year-old story that won't go away.